Okay. Close this door here. One moment. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gents. This is Eric. Okay, let me chill out. This is Eric. This is me. This is the one and only. Ooh, excuse me. Wow, that wasn't nice, was it? Let me hold on. Okay. I had to get things to where, for one, I had to turn the outside light on, and two, I had to switch uh, channels on HDMI thingy so I can play with confidence. I have everything streaming wise on the lowest settings, I believe, that I can get, so everything can be smooth and uh, not all not stagnant, but choppy, and just makes for a better experience on the setup I have. This might be the last video I make before I make the move, and well, we make the move. We're relocating, and figure, eh, I guess this is somewhat of a bang playing against Washington, seeing it's a division rival. If I was looking ahead, kind of, to Green Bay for the next week, and man, playing against Aaron Rodgers is going to be a test. Played against Tom Brady last time, and if you saw the video, you saw that I lost, but it was because of a boneheaded thing that I did on offense. It was just, I should have kicked the field goal. I should have kicked the field goal. I should have kicked the field goal. Instead, I threw the ball and got picked off in the end zone. So, good thing I don't make my living as an NFL head coach. So, but here we go. We're 6-1. That's our first loss of the year, and we're going up against a Washington football team who is 4-3. Plan to make them 4-4. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna play the full game because I'm a man, and I want to go full throttle on these guys. Let's see. Okay, that's I do have Madden 22, but I don't want to play that just yet. But even then, they don't have the Commandos thing, so there you have that. Oh, you know what? Let me see. I wonder if they put it on here. This is Madden 21. No. Um, okay. Well, so much for that. Let's see. No, I'm not the color rushers. There. Well, let's see. Is it? Maybe. Oh, yeah. It just looks better. Excuse me. Alright, so look at the superstar X Factors. Elliott, Cooper, Young, Prescott. Superstars, you got Martin, Zach Martin, Terry McLaurin. Guys almost always dusts us every game. Too real. Michael Schwartz. Deshaun Watson, I forgot. Um, by this time, you probably heard that he settled on 24 charges of sexual misconduct there. Just a little tidbit there, and I'm really sad about that because um, he was like maybe 80% of the reason why I watched Houston Texans football games. You're rooting for them. Everything that you heard up to that point where things started going crazy for him. Just heard nothing but good things about him. Fantastic football player. Fantastic. I mean, just a joy to watch on the football field. And it's just tragic that something like this has to happen, has to come out, and has to be played out in front of basically a worldwide audience. Anybody who cares to turn on the TV. And just really sad that this has happened. But I digress. CeeDee Lamb, Tyron Smith, Leighton Vander Jonathan Allen, Michael Gallup, Keanu Neal, who was, he's just like fantastic for my defense. I mean, he's just incredible. I mean, the linebackers, they actually kind of outshine Parsons on this. Oh yeah, and there's Brandon Scherf. Yeah, sure. I said that correctly. Awesome. So here we go. You see Monsieur Bosa there. From what I understand, we almost drafted him. What was it? Was that him? Anyway, who cares? There's a Bosa that we almost drafted. Excuse me. Let's go.
Today,
there's FedEx Field.
From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's week 9
Field that Mark
of the
Holmes
NFL
called a
Sports.
toxic waste dump. It's pretty cruel, but then when you see footage on YouTube where it looked like raw sewage was pouring down from upper level, you're probably going to get that reputation. You're probably going to get that moniker.
As we'll see Deshaun
till you do something about it.
And the Washington football
this
team.
Washington football team is just flaming mess, and it has been for
this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at
you just wonder how
FedEx
they're going to
Field
come out of it.
in Landover,
You just
Maryland.
wonder how
nothing like the
they're
fanfare
going
of
to
introductions to an NFL game, and that was in
save
evidence
face.
a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas
representing
Cowboys
the nation's
and
capital.
the Washington football team.
Just
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not good at all.
First look at the
there was no
Cowboys
hole.
offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. Coming off of the open week.
Just over 2,000 yards, 13 up, 13
rest
down.
up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains.
All
and
my fault.
excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule.
Let's see. Offense. Game is cool. Cool on that. Defense is where it gets dicey. We'll keep that ball in their defense. Play ball. Cornerback matchups. running depth chart. I guess that's the option. Defense. For that. Strip the ball. Tackling. I want to be sure. Zone drops. Try the 0-5 and 10. Hopefully this isn't. Okay. I need to check something out there. None of it is now. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go. Okay, obviously I am not afraid of a challenge. We're going right at number 93. Oh yeah. 18 yards later, we get a first down.
Way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Collins made the tackle. Something tells me he's going to be making a whole lot more tackles. Just
this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Right back to him on first down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be
second down and inches.
Seemed like Dak certainly made the
I think
right
it's
read
first
there to
down.
hand it off to
Are you
Zeke.
kidding me?
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does.
Okay, see? First and 10. Worked out all right.
Gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run.
Yes, sir.
Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin.
First down, big boy.
As he's inside the 40.
I already know he has
13. And a
13.
Cowboy first down.
Nice job there
2,000
utilizing
yards.
his
I
big
get
target.
13
He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On star. I forgot who 93 is. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and
7-yard gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3 coming up here. Oh, come on.
Now some movement before
Yeah, I
the
saw
snap.
that.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Willie Young.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to
Get a
pick
lot of
them up, and they
penalties,
jumped.
When I do, it's usually that cat.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Prescott now.
Let's go. Come on, Schultz. Oh,
And he gets
all right.
inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I like it. Okay.
Yards. It's a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue
See
to
if they can
find him
handle
here
this
in the early
mess.
going, I think it'll help
Let's
out his
see if
teammates
they
out on
can
the perimeter. You can take the big
handle
shots
this.
later if he occupies their attention.
Let's see.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard
Dang it, I couldn't
line.
maneuver.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Second down and inches. That's a good thing to have. Let's see.
Pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Second and inches.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott
Wow.
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
Lucky 13, as they say. 13 touchdowns on the ground.
The opening drive.
Mr. Elliott, look at him
Picking
fly
up where they
across
left
there.
off before the open week that they had last week as they
Like
won
a
going
jet
into that.
plane. Okay.
And no signs of being stale.
no,
Very
and that's
good.
really big for
Man,
them
I
because
like the
there's a
way
trust
that
factor
happened.
that
I
goes
like the
into
way
this.
that
Because what
turned out.
often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before
Kick
the
is
week,
up
get more
and
time
good.
off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're
And
making
we
a
use the
statement
Washington
that they like
football
that
team,
time
which is
off.
now known as the Commandos.
So,
The
PAT.
Commanders.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Leaves them trying to figure out what just the heck happened.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Kickity kick. And if he's
Takes this
smart,
about 5
down it
yards
just like he did.
And this will not be returned.
Schmod
It'll come
guy
out to the
that he is.
25.
Okay, let's look
So out
at
comes the
Deshaun
Washington
Watson.
offense as they get their first shot. Leading the charge will be
Okay,
their
14 up,
quarterback.
5 down.
Always fun to watch Deshaun
Just over
Watson.
That was a
1,800
solid
yards
performance
passing.
last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team
Nice
well,
cap.
won the ball game.
Pretty good
Bottom
year,
line,
as I
may not have been
recall, the
earth-shattering, but it
first
didn't need to
time
be.
around that we played these guys. We won, but as far as the passing goes, we did a pretty good job.
On first down, it's Gibson. That'd be a gain of 5 as he
Twists
gets
and
it to
turns
the
for
30.
5 yards. And
It's
Antonio
time for
Gibson,
them to be good
got
teammates.
to give it to him. He's a good player.
That is, possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Watson.
Dang it.
That's complete. Terry
McLaurin, there he
with it.
goes.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Washington.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Watson to get happy.
On first down, it's Watson.
Daggone it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Dang it.
He's got the first down inside the 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down to the 5.
It's hard to stop passing.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there.
At
This
the
one
same
goes for
time,
20.
His passing has been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very
guy
accurate.
who's
Got
one
the
of the
ball
best in the
downfield,
league.
gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation,
Who's that?
the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks. Has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so
Dang
far.
it. Nope, there you go.
Takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, they're about to tie it.
Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Touchdown.
Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was
It's a good drive,
and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Outdid us.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
God, anyway, let's score this.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go, Pollard.
Now
Let's
Pollard. And able to get this out to
got
the 25.
to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own
Not
25-yard line.
bad. Could be better, though. Okay.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Zeke.
And you know, it's
That's what he
certainly a
did.
lot of football left to play. We're
Now,
not
last
into
game,
December yet, but
120
right now where
yards
we stand,
was
they're in
not
first place in their division,
easy
looking
breezy
really good and looking to be a
game
threat
that he
come
was
January.
used to.
And are you one of those early
But
holiday
still had a
shoppers,
good game.
partner? Are you one of those guys get your list
Bless.
done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right
Let's
now.
see.
What's the number
Is it
one goal?
roll
Make the
with you?
playoffs. Number two, win your division.
Let's
Number
see.
three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed,
Oh,
to
that
the
gun.
first round bye, and ensure you don't have to go anywhere.
my first
in January,
incompletion.
and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Mike scrape.
Incomplete as he was
Regress. That's what
knocked
they
as he
put
threw
on
it.
there.
And it took the ball off
Problem
course.
was, I waited too long to let go of the ball, so
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
let's change it. Change it.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It goes to Lamb again. His time
Lamb.
Prescott's back.
9 yards.
Third
not
down
quite
and
enough,
one.
and they'll be left now with
Terrific.
3rd and 1.
That was a
Alright,
nicely run
so-
slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks
Let's
it
go.
off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
wow,
and
really?
now what he's trying to do
They're
is
gonna
use his
give us
body
the
to keep
middle of the
defender away
field.
from the football
Okay.
and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. The
Wonderful.
tackle made just shy of the
Take
40.
that all day.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Thing is, I just don't want to wear out Elliott too much.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Heck, I mean, why did he cut?
And he's gonna
I
blow his way
didn't try to
forward
cut to the left.
48.
Not that hard.
Just what you want on a first down
Golly,
run. Call
man.
it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously,
here we
we've
go.
been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by
He
Cooper.
fumbled the ball.
And now the
Why?
ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
No.
These guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just
Wait a
drives
minute.
teams crazy.
He fell to the freaking ground. I gotta challenge that. Can I challenge? Where's the? Oh, it won't let me. That is so bogus. Every time I try to challenge it, won't let me.
Because they realize
That
that
is
certain guys, as you
horrible.
said, have that knack, and they're
That's
trying to
gotta
keep
be
them away
fixed.
from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones
That's-
have that
thank
overwhelming
you.
desire,
Booth
that
review that
overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Oops. Oh yeah, his knee was down before he loosed the ball. That's something he was going to go. Hurry up. Come on, chum. Yeah.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
You know it. That's right there, Chumley. Let's go.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. This to Jarwin. And they're going to be set up down around the
Jarwin.
15-yard line.
Right on.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Bang,
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
Okay.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to
Let's
practice it on
go.
defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
Wear out this
I think that's why he came
defense.
right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Chip at one bit at a time.
They'll run on first down.
ready for that.
Here back at the 21-yard line. So a loss
the guy there. Okay, second down at 15.
An interesting and intriguing
ticking me
decision
off.
there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field
open up a can.
despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have
that
time
old
what
can.
the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Stuff.
On second and 15 now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Okay, inside 15 to 14. Third down and 9 coming up.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Okay, let's see.
Third down, it's Prescott.
Yes, sir.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin.
Yeah.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have
so
taken
touchdown
the lead.
number 3 on
We're
the
still in
year
the
for
first
Mr.
quarter, but it's
Jarwin.
apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him
Okay.
because right now he's kind of having his
liking
way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
All right, let's go. 14-7. Nobody stopped anybody yet.
It's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football.
Something if
Do you maybe
Watson
mix it
did
up,
not
now
run
go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so.
There you go.
I wouldn't change it until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he stopped immediately.
Linebackers.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted, stop play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Way to go, Parsons.
After a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Dang it.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken
4
down
for 73 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and points results. We'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give this time to Taylor. And he puts his head down and gets up
shoved way out of the picture almost.
6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
There you go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Come on. Pick the ball.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Dang it.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Okay.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. They just hit on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Parsons and Van Esch combined on that one. Very nice. Very, very nice.
2nd and 10. at the 36-yard line.
And that's the end of the
Through
first
one
quarter.
14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Washington 7.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Hold on. Listen. Hold on. Defense. Maybe not drop back so far. Let's see. Maybe that's it. Anyway, here we go.
Second and 10. One down to throw.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Neville Gallimore.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, nothing takes to start
That's
to have a
third
good
down
drive.
and
Quite like a
17,
big
man.
loss
It's
on a
gonna
sack,
work
does
out.
it?
Now
Very
they're
nice
looking at a
for us.
third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the
Now
football.
we can
And
play.
Old Mo is a very, very
Play
fickle
the
man.
pass.
Third and long. It's Watson.
There we go.
The middle open
There
is
we go.
Thomas. And he'll be brought
Sir.
down, it looks like right
Complete all
at
the
the
passes he
40.
wants to.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up
Bottom
4th
line.
down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion.
Man.
But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the
He didn't have
receiver
enough
where he
leg.
was going, and then they're able to rally to the
He
ball after
didn't
the
have
catch
enough
and stop him short of a
leg.
first down.
What? Okay, so for once, well, they stopped themselves. from
Zeke and the
scoring.
Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been
Deciding
nice and effective for them,
choose
hasn't
suck.
He has
So,
definitely been
8
dependable.
carries,
and
46 yards
really
for
shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here
number
because anytime you're on a
21
pace that's going
so
to approach
far in the
100
game.
yards,
Mr.
you've really
Elliott.
done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Only a couple yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Let's go.
Got his man there complete to Gallup.
Ooh,
That's a long
dang.
ways into Washington territory
Dude.
before hitting the turf. The big gainer there on the catch and run,
He
37
got
yards.
blasted.
Oftentimes now
To his
offenses aren't
credit,
nearly
he
as
held on to the
precise
ball.
as days gone by. They just tell receivers,
Let's watch
find
this
an open
again.
patch of grass and let the
Man, I can't
quarterback
believe how
find
wide
you.
open he was.
And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there,
Didn't
and
show
then
it.
additional
Nice.
pick up with his legs after the catch.
That's cool.
So how
Let's
about
see.
this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That
Intended
was
that time
very
for
nearly
Cooper.
intercepted.
And that'll bring
That
up
was
2nd
scary.
down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
Oh,
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
it might be okay. Let's see.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Prescott.
Dude.
Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. For Prescott. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's
nailed
kick
it.
is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Washington, 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1
Detroit
there.
is 6-1.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
Gibson 6 rushes, 18 yards,
long
and he did score a
50-plus yard
touchdown.
field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
2 yards. Ooh, Jackson
Defense is
beat
always talking about earning
Houston.
the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That throw, Watson.
Dang it, get him, yes.
Antonio Gibson complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get down. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends us away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. They've got the lead. Is a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
The last couple
and as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh,
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
near disaster.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Elliott, toss right.
What are you doing?
Elliott a 1st and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Stupid.
16 yards, a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner,
keep
to
him
understand
outside
that
where
they
he
don't
has
start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon
So
here
he
at the
get locked
stadium
into an
because
animation.
he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Oh.
And he'll lose lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Yes!
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Two first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
Selfie.
And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
If you didn't know it, it
was
won't surprise
freaking
you to find out that this
fantastic.
team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Liking this 24-7, I have almost 200 yards passing.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
To get out of the end zone.
And he returns this to the 22.
Houston will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Been doing very
Time
much
again
good.
to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Washington.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it
good
does it in
play
so
by him.
many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, not going to a real...
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over.
Well, Kiana nailed the fumble recovery. Who caused it, though?
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Yeah, see, there you go.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Yeah, it was definitely down before the ball started moving. Definitely down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
2nd and short now following the fumble. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Get the ball.
The ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott sacked.
Whenever I see a team
My guy
turn
got the
back-to-back drives, fumbles on
So,
their last two,
Keanu Neal
I know one
again
person's
on the
blood pressure
play.
was starting
Man,
to
I
rise,
told you
and
this
that's the head
guy
coach.
is
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Man, I love the numbers he's putting up right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The give is to Elliott.
What are you doing?
And nowhere
Gosh,
really
that
to
was
go
so
there. He'll take
stupid.
this up just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Yeah.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, and he's got it across the
That's how you run
field,
the
straight
ball.
into Washington territory.
Give to Ezekiel.
4 yards on the
Third down
pickup
and
there as
Bo.
it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott.
Oh, shoot.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off.
Yeah, let me check my phone, because you never know. You just never know. Okay. All right.
All the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards, good enough for a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard
gain of 6 there on first.
and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Watson.
Yes.
And looking for
Hooker.
McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
So, this.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down.
In the zone.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got an open man, the tight end Darwin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still 2nd down.
Back in the 14.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Prescott. Yeah, he's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat.
And he is into the end zone for down. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
31-7.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Get him.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Have to fight a little bit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Now they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
No more.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Up by 17.
Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's absolutely...
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Outright completes it to Jarwin. And all the way down inside the 25.
Man, Jarwin almost scored.
A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The first down carry by Elliott. Second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
We're good here.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson.
Yes.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
For a defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
The Cowboys take over.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And he's been... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Back to Elliott. He's been busy. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
104 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him.
Oh.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 27, 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott out to his left.
Get it.
He's going to go on top for the end zone. And
Touchdown.
For a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Talk about it.
The Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a resolve and a renewed determination.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he powers his way up past the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Yes.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. Someone jumped.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Watson.
Dang it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped it in his tracks. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They start on the ground without it.
Come on.
And for the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Chase Young. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6, 7 people in the box. Still run against him.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, wait a minute. This might work out. What
and
the?
he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken to the 25. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Gibson. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
That's good for a Washington.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's his third catch.
17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson.
Where did he think he was going?
Maybe a
Honestly.
yard. Stop short of the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
The 16-yard.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ball carrier.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now a handoff here to his run back.
Yes.
And he won't be close to a first down and runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Closing
no
the
gain there
door.
on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Right.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And he got it on a touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Now Pollard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
At their own 33-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Watson on 1st down. That one, it slants to McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
On the tackle.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
3 quarters in, 38-20 Dallas.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
And will give me the use or tackle or anything. That's all right. That's not the main concern. It really isn't. Second down and 8 now.
Throwing on second. Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. First 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson firing quickly here and complete. And he's brought down.
That's good.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Well, he's done his part, Charles. No doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go. Step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
And his kick is right through. So that drive in total 8 plays.
I hate giving up more than 20 points.
Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with the theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he slips up past 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott forced out to his left. Cooper's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weaks.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him. And that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Thrown to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Dadgummit.
He finds McLaurin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Again, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Conversion is no good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard
Now
line.
Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On first down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And that's complete to Gandy Golden. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities.
It's
Very
gone.
accurate.
What?
Touchdown, Washington.
You fucking kidding
A
me.
16-yard touchdown. And Washington has retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, it goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. And I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers. And I agree.
That game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Let's go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Goodness gracious.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Gillum. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin.
Let's go.
Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Prescott.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Okay, pressure cooker time. Down for that. Let's see.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take it into
bang,
the
bang.
end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Their defense is playing above the level, shoot.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Now defense has got to do it.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. So Deshaun Watson in
Kansas
the
City
offense,
really tied
down
up.
by 4.
What you said.
A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Yes.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Watson.
Dang it.
Got a man. It's Gibson complete.
Speed.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
Not a bad. I'd use one right here.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Better throw it away.
Pass
Make it easy.
incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after
Drink.
you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They did. Son of a gun.
And he's
Gonna
across
lose
for
his
a
head.
touchdown. And
Dang
in the final
gun.
minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
All the way back.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now it's the Cowboys' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little under 50 seconds to go. And no other way to say it, they have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. He's back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 39-yard pickup. They'll take it.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch this.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
They will never know what hit them.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in.
Yeah.
And he crossed for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up?
Come back from that, Washington.
They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point.
And when I add this, that means they're going to have to get a touchdown in order to beat me.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
That's right. You're not going to outdo me. You will not.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Shoot. Oh, okay.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something
Deshaun,
you haven't called in a while, or
you're a great player, but
you can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and
can't let you be too great.
And try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball. It's been a frustrating one for
Get him.
We'll see if they go back to base.
That guy.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That should have been intercepted. That was crazy.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now to throw.
Dang it, he caught that.
That's
sucker.
complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Go way back there. Don't you miss the tackle.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete.
Yes!
The
Hold
final
on.
drive comes
Held
up empty.
them off.
And with that, the ball
What
game
a
is
crazy,
over.
crazy
Charles,
game.
in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know,
The
than I
second half
anticipated.
was
Probably you
nuts.
anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air. But mentally,
it's
I just didn't see this type of a
team
comeback,
led by Deshaun
especially
Watson, so I
one
have to
put them in
remember
a
that.
position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
52 to 48.
So for the Cowboys,
Bye-bye.
the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another
That
road test next
was
week as they have to go to
tough game.
Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for
To finish,
Washington,
anyway.
they drop back to 500 now
Second
at
half,
4
my
up
goodness.
and 4 down. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
That'll
almost
do it for us.
1,000
I'm
yards
Brandon
passing
Gaudin,
between the two.
alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
All right. Let's look at the stats. Deshaun Watson, 34, 44, 510 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Prescott, 25 of 40, 465 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Look at the rushing. Elliott, 27 carries, 132 yards, and 3 scores. Antonio Gibson, 23 rushes for 97 yards. Also 3 touchdowns. Brown 1 for 9. Alalaway 1 for 2. And Gallup 1 for -2. Alright. What's this? Okay, anyway. So, Terry McLaurin had the most catches in the game with 11, 148 yards and a touchdown. Blake Jarwin, by far, has had his best game this season. 8 catches, 159 yards and 2 scores. Gallup, 6 for 118. I think that's his best game of this season. So far, 1 touchdown. Gibson, 6 for 90. This guy is really good. Roger Craig, the second here. Logan Thomas, 5 for 55. Brown, 5 for 80. Samuel, who got hurt, 4 for 113 yards. Oh, excuse me. It's getting late. And 1 score. Cooper, 4 for 75. 1 score. Lamb, 4 for 35. And some dude named Antonio Gandy Golden. He is tall though, 6'4". 2 catches, 22 yards and a touchdown. Schultz, 2 for 39. Seals Jones, 1 for 2. And Elliott, 1, that big 1 though, for 39 yards. Wow. Lyle Collins is the only one who had a pancake. Tackles, Van 13, Wilson 10, KZ 9, Holcomb 9, Apke 8, Curl 8, Jackson III 8, Collins 8, Brown 7, Hightower 6, Neal 6, Diggs 6, Wright and Fuller had 5, Young and Allen had 4. That's all the ones that are significant. It's not warm in here. Maybe it was just me. Anyway, TFLs, Troy Apke. This guy's pretty good. 3 TFLs. Fuller with 2. Phillips, Jackson III, and Holcomb all with 1. Wait a minute. So no Cowboys got even so much as 1 TFL. That is insane. Okay, anyway. Sacks. All by Dallas. 1 each by Gallimore, Wright, and Neal. And 1 pick each. Malik Hooker and Cole Holcomb. And each return theirs exactly 17 yards. Pass deflections. Number 2 by Phillips, Wilson, Jackson III, and Holcomb. 1 forced fumble by Keanu Neal. And Brett Urban fell on it for 1 yard. No blocks, no safeties, and no TDs. Okay, so nothing really of note here except that Carlson missed 1 field goal. I think everything else was all right. Tress Way, better average in both counts. Anger had the lone coffin corner, I guess you could say. And nothing really great going on in the return game. Just nothing to really hoot and holler about. But let's look at the team stats real quick. Total offense was almost dead even. That's scary. Rushing yards, Dallas. Passing yards, Washington. First downs, Washington. And this blah, blah, blah. Turnovers, Dallas won that battle. Dallas, by far, better in third down. Conversions, the lone fourth down even attempt and the conversion was by Washington. And they tried it 3 times on a two-point conversion. They got there once. And each team was perfect in the red zone. But a little bit more penalties than normal, which isn't a lot. I don't say a lot. Dallas had 3 for 15. Washington had 2 for 20. And it was almost even as far as possession time goes, which is crazy. It's just amazing just how close these two teams were. Wow. So there you have it. Cowboys avoid losing a second game in a row. Halfway point, 71. Very, very good. Can't argue with that. And Washington will go down to 4-4. Let's see. Let me do this here. Pressure there. Yeah. I mean, the guy's already great. Now he's gonna get even better. Love it. Alright, so let's see. Let's get down off of there and make him just a little bit better. There. Wonderful. I wish that I can hold these quarterbacks to less than 300 yards. It's a little frustrating. That's probably my biggest gripe. It's just, but that's a yay for you. You're playing against a computer and it will manufacture plays. That's the way it go. Let's see. What's the deal here? Nice coach. Oh, nice win, coach. Young did his best to shut us down, but it wasn't enough. 500 plus XP for the entire offensive line. All right. Treat them all for steak. So there we go. And we will advance. And we will go to Green Bay, Lambeau Field, to play against the Green Bay Packers. Let's look at the weekly awards, though. Cool. Prescott got him one. Good. Awesome. All right. Let's see. X Factor. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. All right. We know he's the man. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Got to match the personnel. You got that right. Geez. Hold him to 150 yards and no touchdowns. Only if I cheat badly. Let's see. OC wants to talk with me about Jair Alexander. Yeah, I know him. He has been a thorn in my side. Okay, we're going to go pass heavy, I guess. All right, we're going to beat the Green Bay Packers. Pass for 400 yards plus with no interceptions. Well, man, if we pull that off, that would be something to behold. Oh, Carlos Watkins is coming back from injury. That is good news. Keeps my defensive tackles fresh. He's my more or less second best defensive tackle. Let's look at the stunts. Well, injury report. Let's see who's hurt. Nobody. Let's look who's hurt for the pack. Nobody. This is going to be one heck of a game. This is going to be amazing. Okay. First. Yeah, I know. Ezekiel Elliott's going to be. Okay. Okay. So. Alright. So I have a 3-game lead in the NFC East. Because nobody can stop me. Let's see. Let's make sure that I don't mess this up here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright. So let's see. So I'm switching screens here. That's what it's coming down to. Alright, so fantastic. Wow. 2 hours. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but here we are, right? But that's okay. That's okay. Hey, if you were able to last this long, kudos to you. God bless you. And be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great time. And this is going to be one hot summer. Stay inside, get near a fan, get your ice block, do what you have to do to get your butt inside somewhere, and survive. God bless you.